Hey everyone, Billy K with KB Tricks.
Hello.
We are in St. Louis, and with us we have our special guest, Dad.
This is Rebecca.
Where are we at, hon? What are we doing?
We are at the Budweiser factory. We're about ready to take your brewery tour.
We're at Anheuser-Busch.
Whatever. It's always been Budweiser for me.
Anheuser-Busch was founded here in St. Louis way back, and we're going to go on the brewery tour. Let's head on in. Like a place here where you can put your phone for you to get a selfie with the emblem. Here we go. Right here it looks like you can learn a little bit about the history of Anheuser-Busch. They built, the building was completed in 1892. Gary and Dad and Becca are all trying to get tickets. They have several different tours that you can take. They have the times listed there. We're joining a tour.
Follow me, we're going to get started. We're going to go out that door to my left.
Hey, we're going to be getting our tour. We went out of a side door. Then we're getting a look at the brewery, at least the outside of it as we walk in. Going to go to one of our first stops, the stables. You can see they got the Clydesdale trucks for Budweiser over there. There's Clydesdale over there. I'm sure we're going to get to see some more in a second. We're going to continue this way. This is our first stop on the tour with the Clydesdales. Cool looking chandelier. And you can see some of the wagons that the Clydesdales have pulled over the years for Budweiser. So you might see these like in parades or like at the Cardinals game, that kind of a thing. Here's one of the Clydesdales. This is Lloyd. Clydesdales I always thought were beautiful horses. They're really big too, like one of the larger horse breeds you'll find. That's Lloyd over there. And then they have a couple dogs, Annie and Mike. They were outside, we saw them. Couldn't I get video of them. And there's Bruce and Scott. We can't go in this room, but you can see the harnesses and things that the horses would wear on display. Did you see the horse's name?
Well, is it Laddie or is it Bill?
One of the horses' name is Bill. Yay, go Bill! Some more horses in it, Teddy, Sergeant, Murray, Bill Murray, huh? Nope, he's a Cubs fan. Laddie, King, General, and Mark. There's a chandelier in the middle here that's really cool. What about it, hon?
It is a brass chandelier, and it is from the 1904 World's Fair.
It's amazing how you just knew that off the top of your head.
I'm smart.
Yeah, it's there. So we learned a couple things about the Clydesdale. Oh, look what just came in. That's the doggies. Oh, hi buddy. Got two Dalmatians. I think this building in front of us is the next building we're going to go into. This is where they do their Beechwood aging. We learned a couple things about their Clydesdales. Do you remember any of those things?
They have a lot of them.
Yeah, they own about 2,000 worldwide. Anheuser-Busch owns about 2,000 Clydesdales worldwide. Most of them are here in Missouri.
Yeah. They're at a farm about 2 hours west of here, and that is their breeding facility.
And to be on the horse team, they have to have four white feet.
They have to have a black mane and tail.
And they have to have a spot, white blaze on their forehead. And that's like their standard that they have for picking the horses for the teams.
Yep.
The sun of this building is going to be 50 degrees. I wonder if the lens is going to fog up here. Woo, feels nice. Here are the tanks. Now these tanks are full of beer.
What I have right here in my hand is a Beechwood chip. These chips here are from farms in southern Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, and Tennessee. They're poured into this big tank over here. These big tanks, I should say, over here to my right, called lager tanks. And they're stacked up 1.5 feet deep. It's their job to provide a nice, stable surface area where the yeast can stick to the beer because the yeast will eat the sugars in the beer, thus giving it its alcohol and carbonation. The rest of the time left over is dedicated to our time-honored, handcrafted Beechwood aging process.
So this is Beechwood. So these are from trees that they shred up, that they put process and everything, and then they put them into the beer that helps with the fermentation process. Going for our next stop, and this is another one of the buildings, so we kind of zigzagging back and forth across. Real cool looking red brick buildings. Oh, a couple free samples. Bud Light or Budweiser. This used to be a video in here, but it looks like we're still going to learn about the brewing process. A little bit of a difference between the Bud Light and Budweiser. Learn about the ingredients that they use. Just learned about how they make the beer here. They use 5 main ingredients. Rice. They have 2 types of malt. Hops. Water and yeast. And then that's kind of the details of the process with milling and mashing. We are now on the 3rd floor of that building that we were in. We're going to see some of the factory. And here we go. Some more of the process, the mash tanks. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 floors, 6 floors of tanks.
Over there to your left, you're going to see 2 big round silver tanks that look like giant drums. Those are our trading tanks. These 2 here are purely for display purposes, and that's because they were too small for this operation.
There are 2 chandeliers that look like this. These were gifts to Anheuser-Busch for organizing the 1904 World's Fair. There's an identical one to my right, but it's 3-4 floors tall. There's the other one on the other side, and these are part of the process too, but the tanks are small, so they don't work anymore for the process. And this is the grant where they would check the wort for the clarity and everything. Statue in the lobby here is Adolphus Busch, the founder of Anheuser-Busch. The building here is the oldest building on property. It was actually a schoolhouse once upon a time. Then it became property of the brewery, and it was their main offices for many years. Gonna head down the hill. Gonna go into one more building. I think this is the canning and bottling building. I could be wrong. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've been on this tour. In the case here, you can see the Anheuser-Busch family beers. So they're displaying their different brands that they have. So they got Duels and Stella Artois, Natural Light, including Kona. We were at the Kona Brewery when we were in Hawaii last year. We're in the process of taking 6 floors of escalators up through the canning and bottling portion of the tour. You see some of the canning process there. I'm not sure what floor number we're on. Well, there's more. Let's see if you know this theme song. Da 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 da. Laverne and Shirley?
Oh, okay.
Wrong city.
Wrong beer.
We reached the 7th floor for the bottling line. There's just rows and rows of bottles. They have it labeled. This is where they put the labels on, where they pack the boxes. According to the tour guide, the bottle line number 34 here is ran 24/7, 365. So every day of the year, every hour of the day, they are bottling beer. Talk about some of the products here. We're going to get a sample here of Stella Artois. This is some of the other beers that they make here. This is a day fresh bottle of Stella Artois. This came off the line within the last 24 hours in my hand. Today is actually September 18th, so this bottle was filled today on the assembly line. We have to take a staircase because the one escalator isn't working. Get some bonus behind the scenes stuff. It's appropriate at the end here, they arranged us the designated driver. Gotta get on the shuttle. So we're getting a ride to the back of the hill to the main building that we entered. We're back at the building that we came into for the tour to check in and get our tickets. And now we can get some free samples of some of the products that they make here. So what did we decide to try? We have not had this before.
No, it's called mango fart.
Mango what? Mango fart?
It's called mango cart.
But when they were saying what was on the list, I kept on hearing mango fart.
Okay, yes, I'm sure they would love to hear that in the marketing. Anyway, so does mango cart.
Tastes like mango.
Yeah, it does. Nice and sweet, really.
Yep.
Don't expect that from a beer usually.
Yeah.
We could go outside, but they also have some seating inside here. Gonna sit and have our drinks. It looks like you can actually order more drink at the bar there. They do have plenty of other alcohols that they make here that you can get to. And then they actually have a food menu as well, so you can eat if you wanted to. Looks like they got an area there for some private events. Then they have like some sort of putting green thing. And before we go, we're gonna go hit up the gift shop. You can get some stuffed Clydesdales. These are $15. They also have some dalmatians. Here, checking out some of the ornaments. One that I really like is over here. They got a Clydesdale one. This is $25. I don't know why I like that one. Got a little better light there. And we're going to make our way out of the Anheuser-Busch tour, the one that we did. We saw a couple things, we saw Clydesdales at least, and we saw some of the brewing process.
And we actually saw dalmatians.
Yep, at least we did.
Yeah.
That's because we were late leaving that building. Anyway, hey, please do us a favor, subscribe. About 90% of our viewers are not subscribers. Help the channel grow, help us reach our next goal of 2,000 subscribers. But what are the details on this? We have multiple tours.
Multiple
the one
tours.
we went on.
The one we went on was a little over $17 per person.
Okay. And
we got drinks. We got basically 2.5 beers.
Yep. And then there's other tours you can do.
We got our
the
Stella.
We got the
Yeah.
samples, and
Stella.
they gave us this beer
Yeah.
to go. But anyway, hey, well, thank you for joining us. I'm Bill.
I'm Carrie.
I'm Becca.
Bill.
Okay, whoever that is. Anyway, thanks for watching. You've been watching Cape Tricks. Do us a favor, like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you soon. Until then, good luck and have fun.
See ya.
Bye.